Here's my truth. Last week, I created an exercise, a tool to help me see how my anxiety tries to protect me. I used to think that anxiety was a negative thing. I wanted to be the kind of person that is able to see the anxiety that I have and the message behind my anxiety. And I did a video about that you can watch to see my answers to every single step. What truth did I face about myself? What truth did I finally see clearly about myself? Well, I learned that I tend to massively overthink. I don't think I spend a lot of time in the past, dwelling in the past. I'm present. I do think that I'm present. I'm here quite often. But when it comes to balance between being in the past, in the present, and in the future, I think I was the kind of person that would spend a little too much time into the future. Now, I did catch myself. I did realize that I actually feel like I spend a little bit of too much time into the future. Now, number two, what courageous move did I make? What courageous steps did I take in the past week as I was using this tool? I had to learn to stay calm. So one of the things that I've learned to do through this tool is to rearrange my posture. So when I would feel anxious and massively overthink all the future possibilities of something that I'm dealing with, something that could go wrong. Now, what I've learned to do is to rearrange my posture. And one of the things that changed a lot was when I would catch myself overthinking stuff, I would place a time limit on how much time I'm going to think about all these future possibilities. So I would say, okay, I'm going to think about this now, but I'm going to do it. And I'll think this through for the next 3 to 5 minutes. I'll set a time limit and I'll think that through. But after those 5 minutes, I'll say, okay, I'm done. And here's the 4 things that I'm going to consider, put another time limit on that, and then I'm going to narrow it down to one option. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I don't know what's going to happen, obviously, but this is what I'm going to do. This is what I choose to move forward with. That allows me to get out of the anxious mode. And the third thing is all about my old patterns showing up again. So from time to time, I would find myself sometimes overthinking into the future again. And when I'm not certain, this would happen mostly when I'm not certain about what I'm going to do next. I'm dealing with something that's really uncomfortable, that's new, that I've never encountered before. It's a new thing. I don't really know what to do. Now, my old patterns would show up again. I would spend a little bit of too much time overthinking something. My old patterns would show up from time to time again, but I've actually learned to listen to my body and look for what the message is from my body to me on what I'm anxious about. Then I narrow down my options and I make a decision and I move on. When I'm dealing with something where I have no clue on what to do, I just ask someone. In my old behavior, I would have a hard time asking for someone to help me out or for advice. Now I'm much more comfortable asking for someone, hey, kid, what do you think about this situation? And this is what I'm thinking about. And these are all the possibilities I'm thinking about. I don't know what to do. What do you think about that? So I'm a whole lot more comfortable asking for someone's advice and someone's opinion, and I still decide what I want to do with the whole situation. And this is also something that I've noticed changed in my behavior when it comes to anxiety. Now, what I did do in this exercise was to envision my future self, the kind of person that I wanted to be. And some of the things that I've seen change in my behavior, change and shift in my identity was now I feel like I make a whole lot more conscious decisions. I feel like I choose my next move. I feel like I'm really looking into the possibilities, but I'm also making a conscious decision to say, this is how much time I'm willing to spend on this. This is how many decisions I'm willing to consider. And this is the one that I'm going to move forward with. And that's what's exhausting about anxiety, because you don't know what's going to happen, but you do look at all these possible things that could go wrong. And these thoughts just kind of torment you. And you don't really know which one to take action on. I'm glad that I've been using this tool and it's been helpful for me. Once I've learned to see what's really underneath the anxiety, the message behind it, it's been really great to now learn to take a decision based on the truth behind the anxiety and the message behind the anxiety. I've learned to be patient. I've learned to pause and listen to my body first. I've also learned to set a limit on how much time I'm going to take to consider possibilities and options and then make my next moves. The one thing that I would say has changed everything is that I've learned to wait and listen to my body. I've really learned through this tool and exercise to wait, listen to my body. And I would ask myself the question, what is my body telling me? What is my anxiety telling me? Instead of just reacting, I just wait and ask myself, what is my body telling me? I try to listen, and that one thing changes a lot for me. Make sure you tune in for the next episode. Live truthfully and live courageously. I did this, so you can do this too. My name is Chris Kasanga. Keep living an empowered life.